Hey guys, I still potato. Not that's new. I have never potato in my life.
What? That might be a little.
But anyways, so the one thing to mention during this video is it's an update to my other video where I explained nothing and I just explained how. I mean, the only thing I explained was how ADS works, or aim down sight. But in this video, I want to teach you guys how to find your sensitivity easier than fucking, you know, staring at a wall the whole time and going back and forth. Hopefully this will help, and let's get into it. I want to clarify that this is my aim before I changed my sensitivity. Yeah, we won't talk about it. So I turned off everything and put bomb on. These are my settings. Just turn off everything and then leave on classic for terrorist hunt. And next up is your actual sensitivity. Now mentioning it, you don't want a sensitivity that's so low to the point where the guy walks into your bullets. My show felt so bad for me. He knew that my sensitivity was fucked. But on the bright side, I could at least do this. You know, I mean, he walked into my bullets again, but okay. So now for horizontal, sensitivity wise, so to find your sensitivity, I want you guys to put this sensitivity on your in-game for your options. So put your vertical to 25, put your horizontal to 50, put your ADS to 29, and put your dead zone to 5. So this is what I just said. And when you got that done, go into terrorist hunt and see how that feels. And then, depending on what you want, if your horizontal feels way too slow, then you feel free to put it up or put it down, whatever would work for you. And vertical, that's mostly for recoil control, depending on what you need. So now this is warming. This can help you with warming up too. But when you're in a terrorist hunt, rush in. Don't, whatever you do, do not just hold angles or just take your time. Just rush in and get as much pressure as you can on yourself. Try to win that terrorist hunt, and this is the first time I'm ever gonna say this, but try to win it and see how good your aim is. Now, for rushing in, guys, you're just working on what your pressure is. Now, if you're already stressed out or you get nervous when you see a bomber or a suicide bomber, whatever you want to call it, just don't. Normally, after a while, you won't freak out. Sorry, I'm stuttering way too much. I don't have a script. Like I said, I don't really fucking write scripts for videos. But yeah, another way how to see where you're aiming at is trying to do one taps. Alright, I'm gonna say this right now. I am not good at one taps. But once you get comfortable enough with your sensitivity and you feel like you can aim decently, then try to do one taps and see where you aim at. And if you aim over the guy, maybe your vertical's too high or your ADS is too high. And just keep on playing with it. I mean, you don't have to change it when you know that your vertical's too high. You could just keep playing with it. And that's another thing. Just don't change your sensitivity that often. I do this all the fucking time, and this is why I potato all the fucking time. But you gotta remember one thing. If your horizontal feels too slow, you could always just put it up. You could always higher it. If your vertical feels too fast or just you can't control recoil, you could always lower it or higher it depending on what gun you're trying to use. I would recommend Twitch if you don't. If you can't control any recoil, because you will eventually have muscle memory on how to control that recoil with that sensitivity. And that's another thing. It's all about playtime. If you don't play this game as often, or if you just keep on changing your sensitivity that often, you're never gonna get used to it. And that's another problem I have, and everyone else does. So hopefully this video helped, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.